Hello everybody, Cooper here and welcome back to another episode of the Steve Smith Career Mode here on Cricket 24. We are picking up from where we left off in the last episode. We're just starting our second innings in the second Ashes test and we're currently in the lead by about 40 odd runs. We unfortunately were dismissed for 99 in the last innings, if you haven't seen that, coming off back-to-back 100, so he couldn't quite make it 3 in a row. But we're at the crease with Travis Head, who's gotten off to a good start. We did run him out in the first innings, so that was a little bit unfortunate. That's a good shot by Travis Head, actually. That's down the ground for 4. But we do trail, actually no, we're currently in the lead, but we did trail the first innings total by about 50 runs. We're probably going to run that. Actually, we're going to run it now. And it would be very interesting to see how long Travis Head can hang around, because Alex Carey is the next man in, and he has not had a good series so far. Looks like Jimmy Anderson's been the pick of the bowlers so far. 2 for 21 from his 9. There's a good leave. There we go. That one's in the gap. We should get at least 2, if not 4. Got to come back for the third. We'll get it. Travis Head still on 48. The field has changed ever so slightly for Broad's bowling. Hit that straight to mid-off. Will just be a dot ball. Weren't many gaps on the offside, so we decided to hit over the gaps, and that is our first maximum of the innings. I am seeing them like beach balls at the moment, so going to be making the most of our good form while we can. We'll run that down to backward point. We'll get 2 more. Might actually get a third, which we will. A lot more gaps in this Mark Wood field. And makes it a lot easier for us to hit with the boundaries, as well as his pace. Makes it much easier to score runs. We've fast-tracked our way to 17 with a few boundaries. He's patched up the field a little bit, but not enough. Back-to-back boundaries to start the over. As you can see, he's really packed this area now. There's a little gap between cover point and extra cover. So we can try and squeeze it through there again. Which we do. I haven't timed that one as nicely, but we still might get 4, and we do. On to 25 now. We've come off for tea at the end of the over. We are 3 for 132. Little partnership developed between myself and Head. 3 hours left, or approximately 3 and a bit hours left in the day. And then we've got obviously day 4 and day 5. This is the statistics of the bowlers. As I said earlier, Anderson and Stokes have been the pick of the bowlers so far. Anderson being very economical with his 2 wickets. The others going for a little bit of tap. And this is sort of the match sort of breakdown. Ben Stokes did well in the first innings, getting 83 with the bat. Johnny Bairstow finished not out on 65. Labuschagne unfortunately missed out on another half century. He ended up with 49. But let's get back into this match. Hopefully we can score some more runs. Shot. We'll get 4 more off Wood. He's just bowling too quick and too far outside off stump for us to not hit that to the boundary. We've gone down the ground with that one. Straight over the bowler's head for 6. And that will be 4 more. 3 consecutive boundaries. Slowly catching up to Travis Head. We are taking the attack to England. It's a dot ball. There's another one. 150's up to end the over. Plenty of time left in the match for us to make an impact. Who's going to win the race to 50, myself or Travis Head? He's still on 48. It's going to be him. He wins the race. He gets his half century. 52 off 104 balls, 9 fours in it. We're yet to have a teammate reach a century. Is it going to be him today? Slightly mistimed that one, but it's going to run away for 4. The umpire ducked for cover, but it's come not out of the sweet spot of the bat. That was not a nice stroke. And there's the Travis Head wagon wheel. Shots all around the ground, but if you're going to compare it to our wagon wheel, ours would look very different. We'll probably see ours very shortly, assuming we get the half century. Speaking of half centuries, there it is. Our 4th consecutive score of 50 or more this Ashes. We're on fire. We're striking the ball phenomenally well. It's our 3rd 6 of the innings. Make that 6 more. That's in the crowd. There might have been a crowd catch on the marks, but I'm not sure where that's ended up. Now, they've put a man back at deep cover point, so we might have to go over extra cover if we want to go for another boundary. But we might actually work it into the gap. I don't know if the fielder's going to get around to it. He has. We'll just get the 2. And as promised, here is my wagon wheel, looking a lot more offside-centric than Travis Head's. Obviously, he had shots all over the ground. But we've got shots down the ground. We've got a shot behind point, but a few massive 6s and a lot of cover drives. It's been a nice innings to watch. Hopefully we can score a few more runs to go. It's down the ground. We'll get 1. Sort of been a weird over this one so far from Ben Stokes. There's been a wide. There's been a play and miss. They've put a leg slip in. We've just worked it down the ground for 1. Shot. 6 more. Just a slightly low full toss, and we've just reached it over the rope. Another change in field, which means we probably should get some more runs. And we will. 4 more gets us into the 70s. It might be 6, might be 4. I think it's 4. It was there to be hit. Just served it up. The short cover was up. Perfectly safe shot. There's nobody back there. And that one's over point. That might be the best one of the over, even though we've hit a 6. The 200's up for Australia. And that might be the 100 partnership. I think it is. There's another 6. The fastest 100 might be on. We spoke about it in the last couple of innings. 52 balls is the target. We might be on. What are we on? 43 balls at the moment. 14 from 8. Definitely doable. Played and missed at that one. That one's only going to be 4, but that's okay. It'll get us into the 90s as we edge closer and closer to that fastest 100. 7 balls to tie, 6 balls to beat. Oh, it's just over point, just over backward point for 4. We've been out in the 90s already in this test. I didn't really want to do it twice. So if we don't time it, we could be in all sorts of strife. 1 bounce 4. There's 1 ball left in the over. 47 balls for the 100 so far. 48 balls. We're going to risk the single. And we get to 99 for the second time this test. The drop and run might be the best option. But we've hit it to point and we get our 3rd 100 of this Ashes series off just 49 balls this time around. 13 fours, 6 sixes. What an innings by Steve Smith. Travis Head's been left behind. He's on 57. No, we're not going to run that. That's good fielding. I think that's Crawley. That's in the gap. We might get 4 more. I don't think the deep cover can get there. Yeah, who is that at deep extra cover? Harry Brook. Couldn't quite get there. There's no regular cover in place. That's where we go, and we're out. 1 shot too many in the air. We probably could have got that along the ground. Root takes the catch. It's actually Ollie Pope that takes the catch. We're going for 104. 14 fours, 6 sixes. Not a single shot on the leg side, apart from that 1 single down the ground. But what an innings. A world record innings. Alex Carey's in. Hopefully that the boys can do enough. Travis Head gets 100. But an awesome opening stand by England. They've won by a wicket. The last stand, it goes for 35. Ben Stokes gets player of the match. England win by a wicket. Ashes are tied up 1 apiece now as we go into the 3rd test. What a series it has proven to be so far. As we look at the team statistics, we are currently the top run scorer with an average of 143.5, doing very nicely. Pat Cummins has taken 12 wickets at 21.5. We're also leading the player of the series ratings with Labuschagne and Head in 4th and 5th, Stokes and Root in 2nd and 3rd respectively. We've also got the highest score. Pat Cummins has got the best figures, 446. I believe that was in the first test. Smith, which is us, has hit the most sixes. Have hit 31 sixes in 2 tests, so that's going very nicely. Johnny Bairstow's taken the most catches behind the wickets. But let's have a look at the batting statistics. We've got 300 so far. Root has the 2, which he got in the first test. But yes, very interestingly poised series so far. This could go many directions. In terms, actually, we should look at the bowling stats as well. It's only fair. Cummins has 12. Stark has 9. Mark Wood leading England. He's got 8. Stokes and Wokes getting the wickets as well. Jimmy Anderson and Stuart Broad not really making an impact. And neither is Nathan Lyon. Labuschagne's got some wickets as well to his name, which is good to see. And Cameron Green's not doing too bad either. And then everyone else, I don't think, is actually bowled. So it'll be interesting to see how this series plays out. How's actually Renshaw doing with the bat? Is he doing anything? He's got 30 runs from 4 innings. 3 of those innings have been not out. So he hasn't really got a chance to shine, unfortunately. But in terms of our individual statistics, our test average is still around that 60 mark. 60.70. I'm assuming it went up in between the last test and this test. But assuming we score another 100 in the 3rd test, we will be passing 10,000 test runs in the next episode. So that will be a big landmark should we get there. Obviously, we'd need 106 more runs. But in our current form, you would think we're a chance of at least doing that. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. But I hope you guys have a lovely day with whatever it is that you'll be doing today. I'm going to record the 3rd match straight after today's episode, so that'll come out whenever it is scheduled to come out. But as I said before, I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!